Welcome back to LRS Organizing. Today I want to take a more serious approach to our finances and discuss with you just for a few moments what poverty is doing to our children. A lot of us grew up in poverty. A lot of us know or have family members that live in poverty. A lot of us live below the government's guidelines for impoverishment or poverty. A lot of us continue to repeat that same cycle. We bear children into poverty. Our children bear children into poverty. And we really don't do anything different to change the trajectory of the lives coming after ours. We grew up in it and we get comfortable in it and complacent, and we continue to live like that generation after generation. But I was reading this article about poverty and what it does to the psyche or the minds of our children, and it struck me how we really don't hear discussions about poverty and the development of your mental self, and we also don't hear a lot of conversation about changing that from a regular day-to-day stance. We hear people discussing or having conversations about producing or creating multiple streams of income and also gaining wealth, but those are few and far in between. What about your life? What about the regular everyday person who works a regular 9 to 5, but maybe is only working 20 hours, 25 hours, maybe 40 hours a week, but it's a regular job. There is no additional income coming in. There's no chance for a raise. There's no benefits like life insurance or a retirement plan. There's nothing. It's just a job. If you don't work, you don't get paid, and you maybe are getting paid $40,000 a year. If you didn't know, those numbers are poverty. What it does to our children. The article is on brainfacts.org, and the title of the article is How Poverty Shapes a Child's Mind and Brain. And I just want to highlight what was said in the article, just a small snippet of what was said in the article. It was said in this article, nearly half of the world's 2 billion children live in poverty. Nearly half of the world's population, the children, live in poverty. That's 1 in 5 live in extreme poverty, which the United Nations defines as below $1.90 per day. $1.90. That's one drink. That's your fast food, at your grocery, one drink a day. They live below that. It goes on to say, for decades, we've known that poverty affects children's health and academic success. Poor children usually experience more stress, more hardship, such as poor nutrition and witnessing violence than their wealthier peers, and they have fewer tools to address these problems. On average, poor children also experience more developmental delays, emotional problems, and lower academic achievement. Not only are we stressed out, not only are we as the adults stressed out, but our children have to take on all of those stressors as well. It has been said, and even I said it as I approached my fully grown adult life. We didn't know we were poor until someone else outside of us pointed it out. But the things that we lacked, it shows up in your adult life if you're real with yourself. Poverty is a real thing, but changing that in your life as the adult, as the individual, can be done. The lives of our children, the lives of our family members, those close to us, those that we love, those that we go to work and push for and say, I'll do anything for them. Those are the individuals that suffer when we don't do. it's my pledge, it's my honor and my duty to take care of my children, of mine, and to position myself in a way so that those around me, those that I say I care about, are able to be blessed with the same blessings as I. So this was a small, the article is pretty lengthy, but I want to point out that poverty doesn't have to be a generational thing. It can really stop with you. But you have to take a serious look in the mirror at yourself and say, am I going to be the one to stop this? Am I going to really get serious about my finances? Am I going to take that pledge that LRS Organizing is talking about and get a hold of my finances? It's really simple. What we're doing is affecting our children. Not only are we very stressed out, but our kids are stressed out. Not only do we not eat healthy, our kids don't eat healthy. Not only do our kids experience the weariness of not having everything that they need, they're doing all of this alongside us, the adults, the ones that are put in place to take care of these children, to take care of our family members. If it's not going to be you, who's going to do it? Who's going to change the trajectory of your life and the lives of your children and your family? I've said this many times before. If something happens to you today, what happens with your children? Mental illness is on the rise. People really dealing with this poverty that we experience every day. It's in our face. It's in our face. It's many things about our lives that can be changed if we get serious about our finances. So I'm not going to go on and on, but I do want you to get serious. I do want you to take a look at yourself and say, am I going to employ LRS Organizing to help me fix my situation? Or am I just going to be like, well, no, it's somebody else's responsibility?